Hello right bags, it's Jade. Welcome to a grounded video. Make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're liking this video if you want to see even more grounded content. I am going to be your #1 place, your home for all grounded content. I've been doing let's play videos every day based on the demo that was available a few weeks ago. That demo is finished now, but we haven't got long to the release date, and I thought it's about time I give you 10 things you need to know about grounded, including brand new information about the price, whether or not you're going to also be able to play it crossplay. So let's go, 10 things you need to know about grounded. Number 1. Grounded comes out on the 28th of July in early access on Steam, Windows 10 and Xbox. If you own the game on the Xbox Games Pass, you'll also be able to pre-install the game. Number 2 is the price. They've just revealed it last night. It's going to be obviously free on the Games Pass on Xbox, and for Steam users and anyone just purchasing the game, it's going to be $29.99. That's a pretty good price. Remember, it is early access, so I reckon that price will increase when it comes out of early access. They've also updated the FAQ to say that during early access they may actually increase the price as it goes on. Now, this is slightly unusual, but some games have done it in the past. Normally what happens just before the full release, they'll announce that it's going to go up by 25% or 40%, but some games now are slowly increasing the price by maybe $5 every sort of 4 or 5 months when they have a big update. And it does look like it won't be leaving early access until at least 2021. Number 3, can you play crossplay? This was something that got announced a few weeks ago, but I hadn't picked up on it, that crossplay is going to be available across Xbox One, Windows 10 and Steam. But instead of being added later on, it will be available at launch. That's the big change that I hadn't noticed. This is quite big news and only something they added a while ago. Of course, what's happening with PlayStation 4? Nothing. Unfortunately, the grounded game is owned by Microsoft. They bought the studio Obsidian, and The Outer Worlds was the last game that is pretty much going to be available across all platforms. But yet, crossplay is going to be there. You'll be able to play with your friends on July the 28th, which does mean that updates in the future are looking likely they're going to be the same for PC and consoles. No having to worry about PC getting content early. Everyone's going to be able to experience it at the same time, is what I'm guessing. Number 4, there's going to be a creative mode. If you just want to mess and play around with the building structures, spawn in all the items and just have a good bit of fun, you will be able to do that. There is going to be a creative mode. Number 5, you're going to be able to play with up to 3 of your friends, so 4-player co-op action. You'll host a server much like you've done in the past in games like Minecraft, Ark, and your friends will be able to join. And just like Minecraft, there is no limit to what or where your friends can go. Some games end up having a tether or a bubble where you can't really go past that because the host is still in one area. Well, not in Grounded. When your friends join your world, they'll be able to freely go anywhere they want in the backyard. Grounded is meant to be a PvE game, so you're not being able to go and troll your friends too much. That said, you can actually still damage your friends, but it's not going to be a game like Rust or DayZ where you can wipe players out and take all their stuff. It's strictly just a bit of fun with your friends exploring. That does mean though there is going to be no proper big servers either. I haven't seen anything that says they're going to add anything like Minecraft Realms where you can at least play with more players on a server that's always online. It's always going to be the case that a player hosts the world, and when they close, you have to leave. Number 6, how much of the game is going to be there, how much of the story? It is a sandbox experience, but there is going to be story beats that will allow you to unlock brand new items. And so roughly at the start of early access, they're predicting around 20% of the story will be there. Given how much the trailer looks pretty cool, and some of the environments I've already scoped out using cheats, this looks like this is going to be a pretty large game once it's all complete. Number 7, the worlds that you're going to be exploring are pretty expansive too. Now at the start they're going to have the grasslands, the hedge and the haze. Lots of tall grass that you'll use to make your bases, but it's not very sturdy. You're going to need to upgrade to protect yourself from bugs. This area is going to have a huge amount of resources as well as some of the maybe more gentle creatures, as long as you don't piss them off, like ants, aphids and ladybugs. Then we've got the hedge. This is where a significant portion of the story will take place as well. Journeying across to this area is going to be pretty dangerous, and it's filled with trees and branches that you can go up to try and get blueberries, which you need a lot of to make some of the more complex items. It does look like this is also going to be a place where you're going to find more dangerous creatures like lava ants. I'm hoping we can build tree houses in this area. That'd be really cool. And then the third biome is the haze. The haze is pretty much filled with toxic gas. It looks like it's caused by some weed killer that has accidentally been left open. and so it floods the area. All the grass is pretty much dead in this zone. You'll find strange creatures like infected weevils, as well as some of the more dangerous creatures like stink bugs. You're going to need a mask that you get from a normal weevil if you want to go through here safely. On top of that, there are a couple other places that I would consider mini biomes. You've got the swamp-like areas to the east of the map, and this is the best place to go and find gnats. You'll find them in abundance here, and they're quite annoying, but mostly harmless as long as you do take them out eventually. There's also a crazy amount of small little caves and run-throughs that you can go. Some of them will have ants and soldier ants protecting them. Others will have big, giant, scary spiders. In the future, it does look like they're going to be making big use of the surrounding areas. Using the cheats I'm showing off right now, there's a giant sandcastle and sandpit. Lots of extra spaces that are higher in terms of grasslands. And who knows, we may even be venturing into the house in the future. But that isn't confirmed. You've also got this giant lake area too, which also has underwater sections, and it does look likely from the trailer we're going to see a lot more added to this area in the future. Lily pads, cattails, and I'm hoping a big selection of underwater bugs. Obviously alongside that lake area is the coastline, and this area tends to be quite a bit more open, so I'm guessing it's going to be fleshed out a little bit more in the future. You've also got the picnic bench area under construction, and again I think there's probably going to be around 6 major biomes once the game's finished. Number 8. You've probably heard by now, but I will cover it. If you're not a big fan of spiders, you can turn it all off. It doesn't mean that spiders won't be in the game, but it does mean that they're going to take very different shapes. You can adjust it so it only shows maybe a small portion of the body of the spider, or it only shows their heads and bodies as spheres. It's pretty cool, so anyone that really doesn't like spiders, Grounded's going to have you covered. Number 9. How many insects are there? At the start of the game there's going to be at least 10. From what I've counted playing a demo, there's at least 14 different style bugs or variants. And of course they're going to be adding more creatures as the game progresses, so if you've got any suggestions, join the Discord and add it to the pile. And finally, Grounded of course is a proper survival game. You need to eat and drink. There are bars that will go down if you don't get enough in you, and I do think it doesn't kill you, but it will reduce your stamina, so you've got to be careful. It's got crafting, base building, you'll be able to make different types of armors, weapons. The armors give you all sorts of different buffs. Some are going to be useful like the ant armor for carrying more items. Others are going to be more useful for keeping yourself protected with special HP boosts, or even allowing you to have better stamina. In terms of weapons, they've all got different styles. Some are going to be quicker to use, some will do more damage. At the start of the game, it looks like there's going to be insect armors made from some of the biggest creatures, and there is looking likely to be bee armor added in the future. We've already seen that you can craft things like hang gliders too from the trailer, so it's all looking really cool. So there we go, that is 10 things you needed to know about Grounded. Keep my channel locked down if you want more information. I'll be all over this on release date, and I've got so many guides, so much planned in the next couple of weeks still. So until next time, Ratbags, I will see you later.